Welcome back, hunters! I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, where today we are going to be trying out a normal 3 build for the heavy bowgun, and I'm trying to make it like a machine gun in a way. We're going to be using the Crouching Shot and the Countercharge together. We've got an attack of 492 with only a negative 5% affinity, and that comes from the Geismagorm heavy bowgun with no augments right now. We've got attack boost level 4 on it, burst 3, crit boost 3, weakness exploit 3, spare shot 3, normal rapid up, reload speed, recoil down. Those were all 3. Level 2, critical eye, evade extender 2, as I always do, tune up 2, and intrepid heart. And then just so you guys can see the pieces, we're going to be trying all this in combination, and we'll see how it goes. I found, though, this is probably my favorite talisman across all bowgun builds. Having the evade extender 2 built in, plus the recoil down level 2 that I can easily get up to max with a 1 slot to 3. I've used this in every light bowgun build, and it just makes it so much easier, because I can easily get at least 3 1 slots into builds for the quick load, but trying to get the recoil down in as well can be tricky. So this completely wraps that up with no issues, and saves me a 4 slot or 2 2 slots. So I'd highly recommend, just if you are going to try for it, try using the melting pot with Aurora evade extender. Just keep going in until you might get lucky with what you're after. There's not really a way to narrow it down quite yet. But we're going to try this sucker out, see how it does, and how this is going to perform all together. Might as well just do those, and let's see what investigations we got. We could go after Rajang, but I feel like we've done a lot of those. I might go after Jyuratodus or the Rathian. Maybe we'll try Jyuratodus, because that is actually a monster that nobody really wants to hunt, and it is my highest one yet. So this might be an interesting way to show off, like, how powerful could this potentially be. And we'll just go for Bird Caller, Temper, etc. And try this sucker out. But there's actually a heavy bowgun that is even stronger than the Geismagorm, and it's actually Garangolm's, surprisingly enough. It's just because I didn't have the afflicted materials to make it, but Garangolm's heavy bowgun has like 450 raw value, no negative affinity with Power Barrel equipped. It's just nuts that, like, a monster that you don't think would have some of the highest raw, or you might overlook, is truly one of the heaviest striking weapons possible for raw values. Like, I'm going to definitely try and get that, just to see how it feels to use it. Oh, something really nice with this is, I'm going to have double machine gun potential. Like, if I could have slotted in level 4 special ammo boost plus, I could have gotten the level... I wonder if I could have done that. Like, I probably could have taken off that critical boost instead and gotten it. But, yeah, this is going to be... Again, I just want to see how much damage we can pump out using just normal 3. It's just... As simple as it is, I really like just the normal shot types. They just do kind of what you expect and have a satisfying feel to each. Pierce, I always find you kind of stay too far back for it. Spread can be pretty satisfying, but to offset it, the recoils can make it a little tricky to work with sometimes. But yeah, I'm curious to see what numbers we'll see go off with normal 3 built up as it is. I just need to make sure we get a few of the spear birds to top us up. Actually, I don't think Jyuratodus will really be, like, that troublesome for attacks or that, but it might be a little bit of a health tank, just because we are up to level 139 against it. Well, that and all the mud that it'll probably put on until we can break parts off him. Okay, we'll snag that. Can hit this. Oh, we got a shiny here from... Oh, out of the way. I got stuck on the groggy. Okay, and yeah, this is where we want to go up. Almost got up to max. Oh, you know what, I'll snag the marionette spider. I really probably should try getting a little better with actually using any of the hunting helpers I come across. But one thing I kind of dislike about them is they feel too much like a game power-up more so than just like an animal in the environment. It feels like a little... Think of it like Mario Kart when you're running through getting an item. That's kind of how the hunting helpers feel like to me in Sunbreak. I preferred it far more in World Iceborne, where they were just like naturally in the environment, and there was much a help and hindrance if like it didn't like go off when it... Alright, I keep getting that messed up. Well, the one thing I dislike about this charger ability is that it seems to, like, all it takes is one hit, and it completely wears off. Actually, it's not really... Maybe it's because it's got the mud armor on, but... I was kind of expecting it to do a little more... damage out. But it... Okay, so maybe how the charger functions... Because, again, I haven't used it all that much to know for certain. How it seems to function is, as long as you don't get hit... Yeah, I didn't think I was going to get that bursted. Until I can break the parts off of him and make them really weak, he's probably going to be a bit annoying to deal with. Now, if he just stays still a moment so I can get these shots put into him. There we go. Okay, there's the charger. Oh, come on, it wouldn't let me actually move? I was getting some numbers out, but to be honest, it's not as high as I expected it to be. And we gotta break the mud off again. Yeah, I need to break the mud off, break the parts underneath, and then I can at least, like, keep consistent damage going out on him. Oh, would you go after, like, them for a little bit, too? Okay, there we go. Oh, and again, I ran out of ammo. You might be able to pump ammo out, but unless the spare shots are pretty helpful with you, you might run into the problem. That you're not going to have the stockpile to keep going out with it. Like, seriously, go after one of the twins. There we go. Okay, finally. Won't have to worry about the head getting any more mud on it. But why is it so focused on... Okay, now it actually went for somebody else. For a moment. And it's getting more mud on itself. Oh, you are an annoyance! It wouldn't be so bad. Okay, there we go. Okay, so it's tracking one of them, so hopefully it'll focus... I was going to say focus more on one of them than us, but that's not the case at all. There we go. Okay, that'll make this a lot easier going forward. So those pieces will not get any more mud armor on them. But good lord, we've gone through a lot of normal 3 now. I think the Garn Golem... Oh, there we go. Now, one thing I am noticing is, because of the deviation on the heavy bowgun I've got, some of the shots aren't hitting where I'm aiming for. They're going a little left or right. Yeah, that's something I don't know if I would have been able to squeeze in at all. At least for Jyuratodus, it is pretty easy to get the counter off consistently. Although, it is also very easy to lose it, too. Okay, get that prepared. Oh, actually, speaking of Garn Golem, I guess he's out on this hunt. Might as well make use of him if he's going to be here for us. Smack them into each other. And let's let Garn Golem do a little bit of punishment for us. Schmack, schmack, schmack. And another nice slap in. Smashy, smashy, smashy into Punisher. And that's actually Jyuratodus into, is limping. Yeah, so they shouldn't have too much health left to them. I think if I could get the, deviation more in line. This set would do a little bit more reliable damage. Oh, there we go. Good lord, how much more... Okay, so it's basically a full stack of, there we go. It was a full stack of gunpowder level 3.
Just what I expected from the hero of Kimura.
But it didn't do the damage I was expecting it. I thought it would have. Like, I feel like when we were up against Barrioth, we were doing just as much damage without focusing into, like, normal 3's, its shot type. Because that's what we have, right? Yeah, normal rapid up level 3. I really thought I would have seen a bit higher numbers going out for it. I guess it is what it is, but at least we gotta try it out and show off that it is possible. Did this have... did I have Feline Temper? I don't know if it'll tell me here. Okay, I did have Dongo Temper, so that's a reason why it did have the deviation it did. Yeah, so maybe if I didn't have Temper, it would have been a little easier to keep it lined up for its precise shots, but I still feel like there could be something there. I just would have to do a little more refining and figuring it out. But overall, though, still a fun little build to try out. The Crouching Shot, it's probably not going to be really useful for a majority of situations. You'll probably want to focus more on the, ooh, level 142 Rathians available. You'll probably want to focus more on the charge shot, because you're always going to get at least your one shot of damage worth out with it. You can always increase it, do more damage as you charge up, but the crouching thing is just to spit ammo out very quickly, which not really, I think, as helpful as like getting more damage out per shot if you have the charge thing. It does depend on your playstyle, what you prefer, but I'd probably lean to say Crouching Shot's not what you really want to go for. It was still a nice try, though. Show it off. Little thing I came up with, and I'll have to see what I'll do next week. I don't know if I'm ready for Monster Hunter World Ice yet, or if we'll do a little bit more with the heavy bowgun with just in case any community tips come in, or certain builds or skills I should try working with. There is potential for a bit more with the heavy bowgun, like how I went to so many different light bowgun builds, but we'll see what you guys want to see or what feedback comes in. For now, though, thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. And until I do see you all in the next video or episode, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.